Hello there. My name is Samuel Arishe. I am 20 years old. I'm a storyteller, creative one, and this is my Youthgive story. Right, so actually, it was a writing contest that we themed My Pen Speaks. And from this contest, we saw a lot of creative minds across Lamarck University come out to express their creative spirit in written and even oral works. Now, what inspired this action was actually a thought. I felt like there was more to writing than just, scribbling words on paper. I have seen that, in our African continent, there's so many skills that has been muffled underneath oppression, violence, the bad government, and all kinds of things. And we sought to make a platform for young people to actually find their creative voices across different spheres. So this led to the birth of the writing contest, My Pen Speaks. In this contest, we saw young people that came from different walks of life airing out their perspective about this contest. And the interesting thing here actually is that we saw that there are actually many skills in young people, but because there are no platforms to actually express these things, we find it difficult to actually find creativity amongst young people. So the burden behind My Pen Speaks was beyond just, giving out cash prize to young people. It was seeking to harness the greatness and the creativity locked up on their inside to the end that even in their writing, they could actually find areas in their lives to work on, or at the same time in their writing, also identifying ills in our country and providing lasting answers to them. So My Pen Speaks was a burden in our hearts to see that young people across the world are actually helped, inspired, and given a platform to express raw creativity. All right, now one thing that this experience taught me was I could see that young people actually are very creative, but sometimes there are no platforms to actually express these things. So I felt fulfilled, I felt inspired seeing young people, come out in their numbers, trying to write, to speak up, to air out their opinions about the world. It was something that inspired me so well. And it birthed a commitment in my heart to see that even in this university and beyond, that we would extend this contest even beyond this university. And connecting this to an African practice, I've seen that in Africa as well, there are not so many platforms that actually invest in young people. We have platforms that maybe extort, belittle visions, but there are actually few platforms that actually inspire people. So the burden behind this is to consciously invest in the future, which is posterity. Yeah. So we're seeking a platform to actually tell young people that if you have a voice, then you can be heard. Regardless of whatever nation, whatever tribe you're from, as long as you have a creative voice, you have the right to be heard. And this is so important because there is no future without young people. Young people literally form the future, yeah? So if there are no platforms that actually assist and provide voices for them, it means the future is bleak. So we are seeking to create a platform whereby young people are given expression to express their minds, their creativity. I'm speaking about innate things, latent gifts that God has placed in them to the end. And even across the world, we find that in Africa as well, there are young people rising from the media, from the fashion, from creative writing, from storytelling to the end, that we see a rejuvenation of creativity across the world. So we have a body in our hearts. It's not just, have a contest, but to actually see that young people, number one, are given a voice. Number two, are given a platform to express themselves. Number three, are also supported financially. Another giving practice that this actually applies to is the, restoring or the restoration of ancient norms in African continent. Norms like folk tales by moonlight, and across different, cultures that already have been eroded by the invent of things that we cannot even speak about, and is somehow inadvertently affecting our customs as African in a whole. So we are seeking to actually see that we are preserving our culture, we are preserving the norms in our land, at the same time giving young people a chance, a voice, and a platform to express their creativity across different fields and endeavors of creativity.
Of the 2024 Creative Writers Forum in Landmark University is I should go ahead. Are you sure? Ọlárẹ̀wájú Adéṣẹwà.
For the champions, stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, stand up. For the champions, stand up, stand up.
Yeah, surprise you there.
This is my Youthgive story. And so, Narishe, thank you very much. And we do hope that we win this so we could expand this beyond this university across Africa and across the world with the sole aim of inspiring lives on a global scale. Thank you and God bless you.